I stare into the abyss of Fairmont Crest, and sometimes I wonder if the darkness ever truly retreats, or if we are all just waiting for the next storm to wash away the wreckage of our own choices. If you ask me, the weight of a guilty conscience is a burden heavier than any secret, and watching Bill spiral into this nightmare while his life literally ticks away on a smart ring is nothing short of pure, unadulterated soap opera torture. Guys, my heart is absolutely racing because the layers of deception here are so thick you could cut them with a knife. I mean, can you believe that Haley was actually targeting Joey initially? She was fishing for a victim, and it was only after she saw the pain in Danny's eyes that she realized she had found the perfect marks in Naomi and Danny. It is so deliciously evil, and yet I cannot look away. It makes me sick to my stomach, but also I am hooked on every single frame of this disaster. We need to talk about that chilling confession from Haley. She literally admitted that Danny was the reason Bill became the target. Can you imagine the audacity? Danny, in her own vulnerability, was the one who pushed Bill to hire Haley, thinking she was helping, when in reality, she was handing her enemy the key to her husband's demise. It is such a tragic irony that I feel like screaming at the screen. And then there is Naomi, who unknowingly paved the way by dishing on her own father's infidelities, giving Haley the perfect blueprint for emotional manipulation. If you ask me, these women were just sitting ducks and Haley played them like a fiddle. It breaks my heart to see how easily trust is weaponized in this town. We are witnessing a masterclass in manipulation, and it is honestly terrifying how easily a life can be dismantled when you are too busy drowning in your own sorrow to see the sharks circling in the water. I was listening to Haley talk to Randy, and I almost lost it when she mentioned her regret over losing her friendship with Naomi. Oh, please, spare us the crocodile tears, Haley. But Randy, that man, is just as cold as she is. He had the gall to tell her not to be sentimental because she will find new friends wherever she goes after she finishes the job. The way they talk about Bill, like he is just a project to be completed instead of a human being, is enough to make me want to throw my coffee at the television. And the smart ring? Guys, it is the most haunting detail. She is literally watching his vitals drop, tracking his decline like she is monitoring a stock market index. It is pure nightmare fuel, and I am obsessed with the dark, twisted psychology of it all. Meanwhile, my heart is breaking for Danny. She is finally finding some solace with Andre, and watching her open up about the day of the wedding just shattered me. She begged Bill not to marry Haley, and now she is living with the crushing weight of that memory, finally admitting that the betrayal stings so much because she genuinely loved Haley as family. If you ask me, that is the deepest kind of pain, the kind that changes you forever. It is not just the cheating or the marriage. It is the realization that the person you trusted with your soul was waiting for the perfect moment to burn your life to the ground. I think Andre is a good influence for her, but I wonder if he realizes he is trying to heal a heart that is still hopelessly tangled in the past. Then we have Bill, who is finally starting to show cracks in his cold, distant armor. He's not even trying to hide his obsession with the past, and when he sits there, cold and dismissive, while Haley serves him food, you can practically see his brain screaming for Danny. It is so obvious that he regrets everything. He is realizing that his marriage to Haley is a hollow, poisonous lie, and he is stuck in the ruins of his own making. I am screaming at him, "Wake up, Bill! See her for who she is." But he is just trapped in his own regret, replaying the moment Danny begged him to stay. If you ask me, that is the most delicious kind of karma. He traded a real, messy, but genuine love for a shiny, fake facade that is literally killing him from the inside out. I am convinced that Bill is going to try and win Danny back. I mean, the way he is looking at his own life now, the way he is questioning his every move, it is only a matter of time before he stops pining in secret and starts making a mess of things in the open. But will it be too late? Haley is not going to just let him walk away, especially when she has invested so much energy into his destruction. And what about Andre? He is not going to just hand Danny over to the man who ruined her life. We are heading toward a massive collision. And if you ask me, nobody is getting out of this without major emotional scars. I am literally on the edge of my seat waiting to see if Bill can escape his fate or if he is just going to fade away while Haley watches the numbers on her phone go down. I have to wonder, guys, is there any redemption for a man like Bill? He is realizing his mistakes, sure, but he spent a long time being the architect of his own misery. And Danny, poor Danny, is finally trying to forgive herself. It is such a powerful dynamic. I really think the tension is about to skyrocket when Bill finally snaps out of his funk and demands a change. Will Haley pivot to an even more desperate measure? Will she drop the facade entirely? I honestly think we are in for the most chaotic week yet. The way they are playing this out, it feels like the walls are closing in on all of them, and I am here for every single second of the fallout. I just cannot stop thinking about the moment Danny confessed her regret to Andre. It was so raw, so real, and it made me realize that even in Fairmont Crest, where everyone has a million secrets, the truth has a way of finding its way to the surface, even if it brings a tidal wave with it. I hope Andre stays strong for her. If you ask me, they need each other more than ever right now. But let's be real. Bill's regret is the wild card. If he decides to go after Danny, he is not just fighting Haley, he is fighting the history of his own stupidity. It is going to be messy, it is going to be loud, and I am going to be watching every single frame of this disaster with a glass of wine in my hand. I am telling you, guys, if there is one thing I have learned from watching these people, it is that you should never trust a friend who is too helpful with your love life. Haley is the ultimate warning sign. She is the wrecking ball in heels, and she is not stopping until the building is completely leveled. Seeing Bill sit there in his own home, being slowly poisoned while he dreams of the woman he discarded, is the kind of irony that makes this genre so addictive. I just want to jump into the screen and shake him, but we all know that would not change a thing. He has to find his way out of the maze himself, and he is currently walking in circles. So, where do we go from here? My gut tells me that the smart ring is going to be the smoking gun. Someone is going to find it, or someone is going to get suspicious of why Haley is so obsessed with his health metrics. If I were a betting woman, I would say the downfall of Haley is going to be her own arrogance. She thinks she is the smartest person in the room, but she is forgetting that love, even the toxic, regret-filled kind, makes people do absolutely insane, unpredictable things. We are watching a train wreck in slow motion, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Keep your eyes peeled because the next few episodes are going to be absolutely explosive, and I will be here to break down every single tear and betrayal for you all.